For final thoughts on the Beatitudes, I had to visit this church at Ibillim. That's in Galilee, the region where Jesus grew up. The church is part of the ancient Greek Melkite church, and it's beautifully themed and built around the Beatitudes. See how the Beatitudes are engraved in multiple languages on the stairs to the entrance? Inside, we're surrounded by scenes that illustrate the Beatitudes from the Gospel stories about Jesus. The pastor, Elias Shakur, is a Palestinian Christian and an archbishop of his church. He planned the building that way as he's passionately convinced that the Beatitudes are the key to peace in the strife-torn Holy Land. From the base of this church, he's built a school with an enrollment of over 4,000. His courageous ministry has been detailed in the now classic book, Blood Brothers. Twice he's been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. The ministry here, quietly and profoundly, point to that open secret of how the Beatitudes can change individual lives and society. They vividly remind us that there is another way. Preparing this program, it really frustrated me to see how the Beatitudes are so rich, and yet I could never hope to explore their whole meaning. And frankly, perhaps not even the main meaning. Our task was particularly to relate to those dealing with cancer, and that meant bypassing so much of the depth that the Beatitudes represent, and I know that. But let's come back to our purpose. Do you recall at the beginning, I said that we sought to find blessedness out of our brokenness? Well, frankly, there's more. What I was really aiming at is to find blessedness out of our brokenness and fulfill our mission, even living with cancer in a broken body, in a broken world. I was hesitant to say all that at the beginning because, after all, how do you urge people with cancer to find and fulfill a mission in life? For many, just getting through the day in the present pain is already overwhelming enough. As I related earlier, last winter, in my latest rounds of cancer treatment, they left me so weak, day after day, that I often thought it foolish to take out my own mission, a mission that included planning for these programs. But I couldn't escape the conviction that if you're alive, you still have a mission. And recall how Dr. Balducci reminded us earlier, it is something only you can fulfill. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to fulfill all we hope for and dream about for this life. Indeed, if we did, I suspect it probably would mean our hopes and dreams were way too small. But we can still have a mission, even when we feel we have so little left to work with. The statesman Edmund Burke said it so well. Nobody made a greater mistake than he who did nothing because he could only do a little. Our remaining mission may be as simple as a grateful word or even a gentle smile to those ministering to us, even if we're flat on our back. Have you found your mission for the days, however many or few they may be, that remain for you? In the film Australia, a wealthy socialite who's in danger of losing all her wealth and property is told this: in the end, the only thing we really own is our story. Indeed, our story, our own unique, irreplaceable, unduplicatable story, is all we're going to end up with and take with us from this life. And I think our story is best summed up in our unique mission, Now, for me, cancer meant a very stark and simple choice. Would I respond to it as a curse or a calling? And as best I knew how, I accepted it as a calling. And that meant accepting whatever mission in life remained for me. And though I have never been so ground down at times, and several times actually dangerously dangled over the precipice, through it all, in a strange way, I can honestly tell you, I've never been more blessed or joy-filled. As we come to the end of our program, I have to confess that I think I sometimes end up with more questions than answers. But I think that can be good. That is, if the questions are good. And the best question, I believe, was expressed so well by St. Teresa. That was almost 500 years ago. She asked God, "What do you want of me?" Now, she was not seeking information for negotiation. She was seeking understanding for experience. In my better days, I try to sincerely pray her prayer. For me, it seems to swoop in, gather up the Beatitudes, and join them together and call forth a response that embodies the blessedness, the happiness that we've been gazing upon together in this program. Let me leave you with part of her prayer.
I am yours, and for you I was born. What do you want from me? I am yours because you created me, yours because you redeemed me, yours because you bore with me, yours because you called me to you, yours because you also waited for me and did not have me condemned. What do you want from me? See, here is my heart. I place it in your hand, together with my life, my body, and my soul, my inmost feelings, and my love. Since I have given myself to you, what do you want from me? Give me life or death, health or sickness. Give me honor or dishonor, conflict or sublime peace, weakness or full strength. I will accept it all. What do you want from me? If you want me to rejoice, then out of love for you, I will rejoice. If you lay burdens upon me, then I shall want to die bearing them. Tell me where, when, and how. Just tell me, what do you want from me? Let me be in the midst of trouble or of joy. If you will only live in me, what do you want from me? I am yours, and for you I was born. What do you want from me?
My friends, my guess is that we are best prepared to ask God, "What do you want from me?" only after we've caught a glimpse of what God wants for me. And isn't that exactly what the Beatitudes are all about? Is not what God wants for us that strange, unexpected, and wonderful blessedness that is so beautifully set forth in the priceless and inexhaustible words of the Beatitudes that we have been contemplating together?
Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.